No, I don't have work or anything like that. Uh, that's not till Friday. I'll I'll update you guys on that soon. I'm not sure if I'll do it in this. What is that noise? It's like a loud humming noise. I'll update you guys on that soon. It could be an airplane or something. It's just like brown, brown. Sound like between a motorbike and an airplane. That sounds really weird. You can probably hear it. This time I turned off Wi-Fi because that messed with my stream last time. I only got 45 seconds. That's why I'm coming out live today. No, I'm not looking for a ride to work or anything. I've got that all. Whoa. That scared the shit out of me. I saw that one. That was a light show. That was a light show. Ow. I better be careful. I'm going to be really careful because it looks like the storms are out. So I'm going to have to. White van, that's very suspicious. I'm going to have to be super careful. They're out again. Oh, there goes again. I was out on my last stream, but you're probably wondering what is going on with episode 27. Why hasn't it released? I tried to tell you on the... Is there shit growing on that trailer? What the hell happened? Or is that a shadow? Can't really tell. Can't tell if there's shit growing on that trailer or not. What the fuck? Okay, too many noises out here. Way too many. That's crazy. Oh, I swear I just felt the raindrop. But, I'm going to update you guys on episode 27, but I'm not going to take too long. Because it looks like it's finna get bad. But it's not there yet. It's still pretty dry out right now. But, basically, why episode 27 has not released is there's a lot of stuff been going on. Like, a lot of stuff. One being the car. We're trying to get it fixed, so it turned into a car's return. That's the main reason. They're supposed to be fixing it Saturday, as of me streaming this, which it'll have the date if you're not live right now. Just so you know, this isn't a pre-recorded stream. This is recorded at 9:04 p.m. on Tuesday, August 19th. So, yeah. Pretty bad out. I'm not going to take too long because it's storming. But I'm going to give you all a few minutes to explain everything. Well, basically, there was a whole controversy where I thought I lost my job. You probably heard it in a recent edit that I released. And then I released a mashup, which if they're ready to be checked out, if you want to check them out. I can't show them on the screen, I'm live, but unless I can, what's this? A 49-second short was uploaded to your video as unlisted. Pretty high play. Is there a way to, like... Oh, I could turn on the flashlight. I didn't know I could do that. Wait. Retouch on, retouch. I'm trying to figure this. Is there a way to, like... I'm wondering if there's a way to, like, make this live on my, like, screen recorder. I'll probably figure it out eventually, but for right now I'm not too worried. But I released those two edits. If you want to check them out, they're my latest two videos. The mashup's the latest. The V4 is the one behind it. But basically, episode 27 is not released because we're trying to get the car fixed. There's been a bunch of stuff going on. Like I've said before, I'm not gonna spoil it. It's in life upgrades, so you'll have to wait to find out. But just know that the car was broke down again, and it's gonna be fixed this weekend. It's not nothing like crazy, but crazy enough to have it sitting. I'll give you a little hint. Crazy enough to have it sitting on bricks, backed under the tree over there by our house. They're gonna fix it here, he said. So that's gonna be crazy. When Life Upgrades comes out, I'll try to show that. But crazy enough for all that to happen. So we'll see what happens. I'm not really sure how to end this live stream, but I'm not going to be on too much longer. I just wanted to update you guys. I just got finished editing my next clip. The episode's only like 2 hours and 12 minutes right now, but I haven't put an outro or a outro clip. An outro, I mean like the music and the picture, and then the outro clip is like ending off the episode with like a goodbye. And I always try to do an outro clip, or if not, like a text segment where it's like, see you in the next one. That happened in episode 8. I did that. But I've had a few episodes where I did that, but most of them I try to do an outro clip, even if I wait till the next day. But basically, I'm going to work Friday, so I'm going to be working. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'll be doing. But episode 23 will be released soon. I might give it another week because I do have some plans coming up in 2 weeks. Not the ceremony. College is Monday. And but I do have some plans coming up in 2 weeks that might be in a future episode. I'm not going to spoil anything just yet. You'll have to wait to see episode 27 to figure that out. But just know it's gonna be something I've never done on the channel before. Something I've never done in Life Upgrades. Somewhere I've never went in Life Upgrades. I went to it when I was like little, but we went like one time and that was it. It happens every year for a few days in town, not too far from here, near the park, which could be considered walking distance, but no. We should have the car and I can go. And just know it might be featuring my brother again, like episode 23. So that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say what it is. I know what it is, but you might see it coming up in 2 weeks. But I might do a few days worth of grub hubbing to kind of extend this episode, so I could try to put it in the next episode. But I don't know. We'll see. If you guys are speculating, well, I did say it's never been done on the series before. No, it's not a trip. Obviously, I have done that on the series one time. But one time isn't none, so that means it has been done before. No, it's not a vacation. It's somewhere else. It's not like nothing like that. It'll just be something that lasts a few hours, maybe all day. I don't know. It depends on what time we get there. But I'll try to take you guys with me through most of it. Someone at our old house. But I did just want to give you a little rumor and hint. It's in 2 weeks. It's on Labor Day, which is September 1st. The college is closed. I've already got off of work. Yeah, there's a whole situation where I lost my job and got it back, and actually coincidentally moved to the other store. So now I'm over there. I'm over at the other store, the one that used to be in my intro, until I changed it. But that's from episode 15. But from the Two Hardy store tours is where you saw that store. But it was in episode 23 until it got canceled, and then we had the one that we ended up with. But basically, I'm going to be moving over there. So that'll be pretty soon. Starting Friday, I'm going to be doing an early morning. Then Granddad's got to get me to pull out rent. So I may or may not make a clip on that. But I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. And the live streams. I decided, here's my face if you're wondering. I decided not to do Life Upgrades Live because that's just too plain and too not the same. So I just kind of keep it as a live stream and that's it. It's just a simple live stream. So, yeah. Nothing too crazy. Just a simple live stream. I'll probably review the stream once it goes up. If it don't be weird and end up being 45 seconds. But that's weird. It did last time. I don't know what this button is. Start a poll, start a Q&A. Oh, wow. You can start live polls on YouTube Short or YouTube Live on your phone. That's crazy. I mean, sometimes you got to. But I can also adjust the chat messages, but I don't need to. Top fans. I don't even have memberships yet. I barely have any. As of right now, you're probably seeing this as a pre-recorded stream, but nobody's joined it, so you might see it at some point, but it won't be a short. Oh, it smells like dead fish. Usually when you're scrolling through shorts, you see these streams, but now with YouTube's age restriction, it's going to make it a lot harder. I haven't gotten flagged for being under 18 yet. A lot of the stuff I watch is kind of borderline, like Minecraft and deep lore into Minecraft and PvZ Fusion. A lot of the stuff I watch is made by people around my age. But then you got stuff about vehicles that kind of like bumps the age up a little bit. Because I watch things about like Tahoes and new vehicles that come out. So it kind of fluctuates to a point where YouTube is like, he's probably old enough to not be under 18. But then at the same time, you got my YouTube channel, which is literally visible on YouTube, so they could probably go by that too, channel history, and know what I do to know that, well, yeah, I'm over 18. I didn't even start Life Upgrades till I was 18. I was 18 and just graduated college, or high school. So yeah, that's how it started. And we was over here. The car was sitting there. I tried. Me and Mom, here's how it happened. I'll tell you this story live right now. And then you might know some of it, but I'll tell you the whole thing of what sparked Life Upgrades. And you're not going to even know who did. You're not going to expect it. But it was my mom. They're probably thinking, what? Your mom? How could that be so? She's never in the series, but maybe a few times she might say hi. Like in that last video, she waved when I was in the car and said hi and said a few things, but she's practically never in any of my videos. It would come near being my dad before it would be her. And I don't want to say my dad's against it, but he's not too into it, but at the same time, he could be at some point, so. At one point, he's like, you need to tell your viewers this and that and this and that, meaning he's into it and wants me to say something, which I don't mind. And the other times, he's like, you need to put that on hold so you can do stuff around the house. And at that point, he's not into it. So, him, it's kind of wishy-washy. Mom, she doesn't really care, but he kind of gave me the idea. So it all started. One day, I was in there. We still lived there at the time. I'm going to head back towards the house, but I'll tell you this story. I was in the old house. Here's one more good look at it. Somebody else lives there now. There's been, if you know the series, there's also Gary that lived there, but there was one guy that lived there in between us moving out before Gary moved in, too. He gave me a ride to work one time, but he didn't live there very long. But he left some stuff in there, like furniture and stuff. He seemed like he had money, so he didn't need to live here. But anyway, we was just sitting in there. It was any other day. Dad was in the nursing home. I remember that. Not too long, I had just bought my keyboard. the one that I still have and still use to this day. I kind of do and kind of don't know where the mouse is. I've seen it pop up a few times since I've lived here in this bedroom. I think I have it put up somewhere. It's in the house somewhere. But I don't use it. I use that gaming mouse that I got a little bit later. But basically, we were just sitting over there. It was any other day. Just got my keyboard. Dad was in the nursing home. There was this whole situation. The car broke down. Couldn't get nobody to fix it. We was having to get my granddad for rides. And that day, yes, that day, I had just gotten my letter in the mail from college saying I was accepted. So then, here I'm right near the car. Gonna turn on the flashlight. Hey, it's Orange Buddy just hidden right here. What the hell? Gotta be careful. There's fucking cement behind the car. So then, there's a bunch of stickers. I proceed to go out and put this one on the back of the car. That one was already there. This one I put on the back of the car. Then I come back inside. What the hell? What is that? And then I come back inside. And me and Mom start talking. You know, we're not doing really anything. We're just kind of sitting there. And we just start talking about random stuff. Like, this situation is so ghetto, you know. This place is so rigged. You know, this situation is hard. And then what Mom says is, well, you could look back on this one day and remember how you started off. And be like, you know, remember how you started off with nothing. And still got basically nothing, but we're doing a little better. The car is back and it is running, just needs a little work before we can actually drive it, because there's a few issues going with it. But it is running and the fix is taken care of. We're just waiting on it. But this weekend, but back to the story. She's like, well, you can look back on this one day. And I'm like, well, I could always take a video of it. And she's like, well, you could. I mean, you don't have to, but you could. I was like, you know, I might do that. I might take a video of this. Oh my God, there's like 20 cars going on over there. That sounds got lights on it. I might take a video of this so we can know where we come from. So I use the bathroom. I come out and I start thinking, where am I going to start this? Like, what's the most problematic thing to start it off with? You know, this was me recording episode 1, but it wasn't that at the time. I'll get to how that came. And where? And I was like, you know, the car. That's where it all started. That's where the problems really started. When we lost the car, things didn't go so well after that. So, I go outside, I get in the car, I roll the footage, and then start recording, which is what episode 1 is. I show the car and how it won't start. I mean, look at this shit. That's why it's iconic. And then I explain things. I say, there's the tire and there's the wall. Like, who cares? Of course, the wall is there. But this was just me starting out, and I didn't think it was going to be a YouTube video. I then show the house, and I'm like, well, I was like, you got the tire. And here's the house. We got houses. Let me get a picture of that. Okay, got a picture. There's the running board. Came off the other side of the vehicle. You know, I started rolling. Yeah, I can still remember exactly what I said. It is episode 1, so it's up. You can see exactly what I said. And yeah, I just rolled it. Went inside. I was like, well, then I was like, Mom, I did this, that. Like, I'm on YouTube, or I'm recording this, or something. I can't remember if I said I was on YouTube or not. It might have just been like a moment, but I think I just said I'm recording this because at the time I didn't know if I was going to post it on YouTube. That wasn't the idea. I'll get to that, but I continue to show the house, show the fridge, what food we got. If I was in a video right now in a clip, I'd probably be showing clips of it. And then after that, I proceed to go to the... Oh my God, Jordan. Just got off the clock. Oh, hey, how are you? I'm basically just telling the story of how my first episode started. Are you ready for me to do the thing in 2 weeks? Don't spoil it because I'm trying not to tell viewers right now until my next episode releases. But you ready? Is the car fixed? They're supposed to be coming Saturday. I don't know if I told you that when I texted you, but they're supposed to be coming Saturday. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're supposed to be coming Saturday, and they said they're gonna fix it here, so we'll see. But anyways, back to the story. I started showing the house. I started showing everything, and no, what the hell? I started showing everything, and then I get done recording it, and I'm like, pretty sure Mom's gonna drop us off and pick my girlfriend up. That's a hint for what's going on. I told him not to tell us, but that's kind of what's gonna be happening. If you're watching this later. Yeah, she's supposed to though. About to head off to bed. It was good talking. Well, it was good seeing you too. I'll be ready to have fun with you in about 2 weeks. You know, I'll probably talk to you before then, of course, but that's when we'll meet up again, unless something happens before, like at Walmart. But good night. I hope you get some good sleep. And it was good talking to you too. Yep, that was my brother. He's fixing to go to bed. And he kind of gave y'all a little hint in the comments. Unintentionally, but yeah. Him and his girlfriend are going to be there. What this thing is. Like I said, you'll have to wait till the episode 27 releases. He's gone now. And then you'll see what it is. But, it's going to be exciting. It's something I got planned. They consider it as an early birthday gift for me, which I'm fine with that. It's going to be pretty fun. You know, it's something. Last year I didn't do too much. But back to the story. Let's get back to the story. So, I get done recording this video. And my plan was I was going to put it on a drive, put it up somewhere. You know, I still have that little drive that I had my world saved on, which it's still got an old copy of it saved on. I still got it because I'm gonna sit on these steps right here because, I'm not gonna get rid of it. It stays in my backpack, and then I got my hard drive now, but at the time I didn't. But I was gonna save it. I was gonna save it, and of course he's my top fan. He's my brother. So of course he would be checking in on me. I mean, I know not all families are like that, but our family's not a bad family. So of course he's gonna be looking at me and seeing how everybody's doing. But yeah, he got to go to bed. He just got off work. He works at Dollar Tree, so he's got a job and I've got a job. Still on the grill making folded eggs at Hardee's, so I'm glad that got saved. But I'm loyal and I didn't lose my pay. She says. She said I was never officially fired, so that's good. So I'll still keep everything. She put me on the schedule and I already looked and it's already on there for Friday and Sunday. She's gonna get me, and Friday Granddad's supposed to come get me, and Sunday she's gonna come get me, but I told her if the car's fixed I might not need it, but it depends because Saturday they're supposed to be working. But oh shoot, are you still viewing the stream? I'm texting my brother. He thought I meant Saturday. It was a Monday. In 2 weeks it's on Labor Day. It's not a cookout though. We're gonna be going away from here. Hold on. Okay. Okay, it didn't cut me out of the stream. Thank God. I accidentally clicked off of it. That's good. I'm glad YouTube didn't just cut you out like that. It probably put my stream on hold for a little bit. That's kind of what Google Meet does. It puts your stream on hold for like a few minutes, or your video call on hold for a few minutes before it actually cuts off. But maybe that's what YouTube does. It's owned by Google. But back to the story. I made this video. I was gonna save it on a drive, put it up somewhere, and then I'm thinking to myself, what if I made a YouTube video? I do have a YouTube channel. It doesn't have many subscribers. I think it was like, what, 12 at the time, 13 maybe. But I do have a YouTube channel. Why not post it there? But why not post it there? It's available, and there's no restricted content on there, like credit card numbers or nothing like that. So it's video that would be okay to post. So I did. I can't remember if I started it off as Life Upgrades or not. I think I did. I think I was like, well, let me make this a series, like an ongoing series. It'll just go on and go on and go on for a while until I changed it to forever in episode 6. I officially changed that and added a description and a picture. But then I updated the picture once I made that first one, the second one, and now the current one, the Grubhub one. But anyway, I was like, why don't I, make a video series out of it on YouTube, a YouTube series. And I said, well, what am I going to call it? Like some kind of upgrades, like, or some kind of like advancements in life, or like, what am I going to call it? Like some kind of improvements, life upgrades. And I was like, wait, life upgrades, that sounds good. I was like, that's what I'll call it. And the name's stuck ever since. I don't plan on changing it. Once the name's out, it sticks. So Life Upgrades is just too iconic to change. Now it's like part of the series. That's the name. So yeah. And for the first few episodes after that, I called it Life Updates. But That might have been my first initial name, but it's not what it actually is called. Later, I end up correcting myself, and from then on, I actually call it Life Upgrades and not Life Updates, because I get those two mixed. But I even thought about changing the name to Life Updates at the time, and I was like, no, I came up with the name. Why do I need to change it? It's too iconic to change. I'm by the car, so they shouldn't hit me. Life Upgrades is too iconic to change. It's a series now on YouTube. It's got an episode on there. And I was like, well, what do I plan to do next for the series? I now have a YouTube series I gotta run. And probably pretty often, unless I take a break. What am I planning on doing for this series? I was like, what if I did basically what episode 1 does, but each episode gets better. And for the first few episodes, I wasn't into the whole idea. I'm like, this is going to be like a one clip only series. I'll record a clip, explain everything in the video. There will be no editing. It'll be easy to do, and it's flawless. So I go with that. And for a while, that's what I stick with. Although I could have even recorded one clip and changed the orientation to the full screen, because it just turned my phone sideways, but that's what I go with. That's what I'm doing now. I'm making the clips and then posting them, giving them a name, and there you go. Whenever I get a chance. Obviously, that's not what I do now. So what changed? Well, around episode 5, I was like, this was before episode 9 was even thought of. I was like, well, we're going to have the car be returned pretty soon. We have a guy that might... What if I had like a vehicle's return? A big old a video that's edited, has this whole epic music and stuff, and all that. So I proceed to make clips for the video. Every few months or so, or a few weeks, I'll update the video. Car's fixed. Obviously, if that would have happened now, there wouldn't have been half of Life Upgrades. Half of Life Upgrades would have been episode 5. That wouldn't work. But it's not. But then one day I go in, I'm like, I just made a clip. I go in to edit it. This is before I set copy media to project. That's why I'm very strict on that. Also, I found where the media folders are. Don't delete those. I put them on my drive now. I know exactly where the media folders are that keeps all the copy media to project stuff, and I don't delete them. And I was like, I'm gonna make a clip. I think I went outside or went in the back bedroom or something, made a clip, and then I proceeded to go to edit it. I was editing in CapCut Free, the free version, which at the time was pretty good. It probably still is, but a lot of the stuff I use, including the intro text of Life Upgrades now, is pro stuff. It's like pro items, or pro files, stuff you have to have CapCut Pro for. But so it'd be too hard to remove it. But at the time, I was just getting into it. I go to edit the clip, and I notice half the media is gone. It happened a few times, so I just go find the media, add it back. But then this time, when I went to go find it, it disappeared. Like, it was nowhere to be seen. I don't know if I accidentally deleted it or if it deleted itself. It disappeared. I was like, now what am I going to do? So then, I'm like, well, I might as well scrap the video idea. Half the stuff's missing. There's no way I can salvage it. It's like I could re-record the clips of the car. The intro was the whole intense car music and stuff like it was in episode 9 and episode 22. And now even in Life Upgrades, the intro's a bit different before the actual intro shows. So, you know, it's a lot better than my old way though. Like, it's like, whoa. And then I proceed to do all this stuff and then show the rewinding back, you know, real fast, like a lot of do. And I'm like, well, let's start with the intro. And then the intro proceeds to play like the one I have now. And so it's like, there's like a whole thing before the intro. So it kind of is an homage to the Cars Return, the original way of doing it, but in a new way. Pretty cool. But there's no special intro. It's just something that happens before the intro that's pretty cool. The intro's the same though. I did change it up a little bit for the regular intro. I added a drum beat similar to High on Weed. That's the name of one of my edits. That drum beat, I added it, so that's a pretty sick drum beat. But anyway, I had to scrap this video, and I'm like, what should the next video be? I was like, well, we moved over here. Could I make the next video be a finished house tour? I've been meaning to do that. And then then I got hit with the news about the trip. We started talking about it. The one in episode 17. But, you know, I started getting hit with the news about it. So then I was like, what if I made this a video talking about the trip and doing the house tour? But don't I have to make that in one clip? It's going to be impossible. So I was like, well, I'll have to edit them together. And when I got to editing, I was like, well, why don't I like show a before and after? It'd be kind of cool from episode 4. So I do that, and then I have the clip about the trip. But there's still no music. It's just all footage. Then episode 6 comes. We're having this big Thanksgiving thing going on. It ended up turning to be a flop. I showed the car, but that was about the highlight of it. And the whole preparation before. But episode 6 comes. Then I start adding music from the CapCut library. Found out that some of that music's copyrighted later, but at the time I was okay with it. It wasn't restricted, so that's good. I would say a fun fact, my last episode had a lot of music in it. All of it was from Epidemic Sound. It even had the Ryan Trahan montage stuff in it, and it wasn't copyrighted. So all that stuff must not be copyrighted. Obviously Epidemic, because, well, I have Epidemic, but the other stuff, like the Valentino one and the Going North, which is where they're packing stuff in the Carnival, or the Sedonia as I call it. That's what a Kia Carnival is known as, a Sedonia. But they're packing stuff in the van, so before, and then shut the doors at the end before that Valentino music kicks in. Farfalla di Amor, I think that's what it's called. That dun 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 dun. But the one that I found was that I know it don't sound the best, but you can kind of hear it. The one before that music, that the one that goes before that, I found, like, it's called Going North. It's by some John, I don't know, some B-O, and the O's got like weird accents to it. I don't know how to pronounce it. But I was like, well, what if I made a whole video on it, preparing for it, and then we went, and then we had a good time. Fun fact, episode 6 was supposed to go how episode 23 went, which, and a fun fact also, I was almost in the same way because we was going to the same place. But episode 23 ended up being better because we stayed there practically all day and had a bunch of stuff I could record. Episode 6, there wasn't too much. We was inside the whole time. and stayed for like 2 hours. That was it. But but yeah, I was like, episode 6, I was like, well, let's start making stuff. And then I started adding edits, like showing my schedule, stuff like that, adding more stuff to the series. Episode 7 went to be the same. Episode 8, well, I said, well, I'll just add my debate. I have a debate in class, and I got permission to record it. At the last minute, I decided to add it, and I did. And then episode 9, I was like, episode 5 went bad. But what if we revisited this whole vehicles return thing, but, maybe call it the cars return, or this whole cars return thing, and make it a mini-series. So that's what I did. I spent the whole episode trying to get something that never happened. Episode 10, we got snow. Episode 11, not too much, just the aftermath. Episode 12, that's when I thought I lost CapCut, and it's lasted a few days, and I got it back. As of right now, it's still running. I hear there's plans to make a US TikTok app that's for the US. I think they're trying to do that with CapCut too. So if that's happening, CapCut might not get deleted, and I might still be able to use it. So it just depends. As of right now, I'm still using it, and it still works the same. I have Pro, everything. Only thing is Pro's more expensive. It's like $20 because where I changed cards after the whole Adobe cancellation fee thing, CapCut I wasn't able to add my new card, and I got pulled off the subscription, and I had to renew it, and it was $20. But I need CapCut, so I just have to deal with it. But anyway, finish the story, and then I'm gonna go inside and relax. I've got 2 days, so I've got nothing to do, so I'm okay. But I still want to go in. It's getting late. It's like 9:43. I don't get paid tonight. I don't get paid tomorrow. It's the next day. But I then decided, well, episode 13, I was like, I'm trying to remember what episode 13 was. That's when I lost the spot. Obviously now it's practically gone. Now the spot is like gone, like actually gone. They were like doing stuff to the land where it used to be. Like there's still a little bit of rubble that's got to be cleaned up, but there's like a pile of rubble left, like a big pile. But other than that, it's gone. But I showed it a few times in the episode, but I'm not going back down there. You'll just have to wait if I either live stream again or till the episode releases, which will be soon, hopefully. But I was like, well, what do I do now? So then I just sort of kind of just started taking walks, and I would record clips when I take those walks. I might either sit at that spot, I might sit over here, or I might just kind of walk around until I get done. Or sometimes I sit at the road and talk, like where I used to in episode 5. But only thing about that is people still, to this day, stop and ask if I'm okay because they think something's wrong. Which I don't blame them. If I saw a person in the road, I probably would too, but I'm by the fence. Maybe I'm just sitting there, but it is late at night. So that's kind of weird. But the only reason I'm skeptical is because someone called the cops one time and they just showed up unannounced. It was fun fact, there was some unseen footage from the episode 5 where some cops was showing up while I was mid-recording, when I was just sitting over there on the sewer cap. So, yeah. That's why I'm a little skeptical about that place. I wasn't in trouble or anything. I'm not trespassing, I live here, but somebody thought something was wrong, and I hate for the cops to be called because something's wrong, because that's just a disturbance if it ain't nothing. I mean, I know that's on them, but still. I just don't like that. But and also in episode 15, a fun fact was there was a whole police chase that happened right in front of me that my phone didn't catch. Literally, a whole police chase. I had it on video and everything. I was just recording, talking about how it was my last few weeks before the trip. We had some stuff to do. When I was actually going to work at the other store, but never did. But I have now since then. Now I'm moving over there, so I'll definitely work there. But there was a whole police chase. But anyway, episode 14. I got my refund. I was getting ready, exciting up for the trip, speculating what my new phone would be because I had plans to get one. It was about that time. Because, well, I thought it wasn't charging, but it was the block. But still, I wanted another phone, so I was speculating and talking about the A15 or the A16, which obviously, as you know, I did get the A16. So I actually got the newer one of the two, and it updated recently in a recent episode. But it updated to One UI 7, which is like the one that looks like an iPhone. Which I don't care if it looks like an iPhone. I'm just pointing out that it does. This phone's a really good phone, so it's no high-end phone. I mentioned that in a clip earlier, in this upcoming episode. But it's no high-end phone, but it's a good phone. Definitely good for what it costs, and I got a deal on it. But anyway, episode 14. I was hyping up about the trip. Episode 15, I just explained what happened in all that. Police chase. Showing both stores. So my side of work things a little more expanded from episode 9. Episode 21 expanded on that even more. But episode 15, or episode 16, I was getting ready for the trip. It was preparation. I took like a few days off, and I thought I wanted to take a break, but I didn't, and I just ended up doing preparation. But episode 16 or episode 17 was the trip. We went on the trip, had a good time, and at the end, I got my new phone, which was the A16. Episode 18, that was when he went back to the nursing home, like in episode 1. And I was like, what, are we going to have a replay of this? Except now I actually have a series, and it didn't start off as I didn't know what I was going to do with this video. Or I didn't even know I was going to make a video. But episode 19, we get some really bad storms, like back to back to back, like literally just coming and going. Right, recently it's been very hot, but it hasn't been too stormy. But right now it's kind of like thundering a little bit, but nothing bad. Like we was getting back-to-back tornadoes. People were up all hours of the night watching their TVs and stuff. It was crazy. And then Dad comes home. Episode 20, I get trapped at the house by myself. Both end up in the hospital. Episode 21, it's kind of like an episode where we're managing without Mom and doing stuff. Episode 22 is the car's return. Part 2, we thought Mom wasn't home in that episode. She came back in episode 23, which got canceled. Then we had the alternative one, which then got copyright strike. So I took the part down, the only part down that showed her. And then, yeah, I had to take that part out. But I could have just muted it maybe or sped it up like a montage, but I didn't. But anyway, apparently 15 and Pregnant is highly copyrighted, but that wasn't intentional. She was watching that. But anyway, I then proceeded to in episode 24. What was episode 24? Oh, that was where the spot was starting to get torn down. So I was like trying to show that and explaining how the whole Tunica trip scenarios work, like how it all started and how it would probably happen again. Although it could be a little bit different now with the vehicle, but pretty much it would probably be about the same more than likely. So yeah, but and then episode 25. Well, that was first. It was a pretty normal episode. Started off normal, just walking around, not too much going on. I live streamed that day, and then halfway through the episode, I found out the car was coming back, and then by the end of it, we got it running and went to get gas. Episode 26, full episode with the car. Most of it was Grubhub and clips at home with just me and Mom, because Dad was in the hospital. So it was almost like another episode 18 or episode 1, but he wasn't in a nursing home, he was just in the hospital. Episode 27, well, at the end of episode 26, we went to go get him. In episode 27, well, that's what's coming up, so you'll have to wait on that one. But anyway, since I updated you on the video, told you a little story, I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to put it in the mobile streams playlist if you want to see it. Hopefully it'll save this time. But I'm going to end the stream. How do I do this? And I'll see you in the next, probably the next episode, but I don't know. I'll see you in the next one.